if I come in and they say, Doc, what do you want me to do? And I say, here's this protocol. I want you to do step A, step B, step C. Why? And if they understand why we do A before B before C, and here's the end result, the measurable at the end, I get it. I'll share a story with you. It's a cute story. The students love it. Okay, we had a fella, and this has been probably 6-7 years ago, that was in our maternity area. So his responsibility all day long was just to deliver calves and administer colostrum and that type of stuff. And as you know, part of our protocol is to measure total proteins on calves for looking for failure of passive transfer, and we do this weekly. And so we had been doing very well, and then all of a sudden we went through about 3 or 4 weeks where we had a lot of failure of passive transfer. So that was a red flag. We put our boots on and went down and started investigating why that was. And so the first thing we did was pull out the protocol and went to Bob, and Bob spoke little, if any, English, but I had a translator. And we went through the protocol. And are you doing this? Yeah. And then, of course, then not only show me what you're doing, so then we followed. And it turned out that he was trying to, he knew that we wanted to get colostrum in for passive immunity. But if the colostrum didn't test up, the specific gravity of the colostrum didn't test up, we have specific guidelines to then discard that. Well, so there was some that didn't test. So we were getting ready to pour it in a drain. And Bob says, no, Doc, don't do that. Okay, Bob, why? Well, if you let it sit there for 4 hours, it'll get better. Well, all the cream rose to the top, and that's what he was testing. So he was trying, but we hadn't maybe done the best job of explaining it to him. And once we did, and why the cream comes up, and that mimics the test, and it's a great story.
Yeah, I make the analogy of, as your role of instructor, if you just, like today we walked in, you guys are doing a DA surgery, and you just pointed to a cow and told a student, well, go clip and cut that cow.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even explain why they were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll show you how to do it, but you still don't explain how the cow gets that need, or why we're doing it the way we do, and the post-operative drugs we give her. That to me is the same kind of situation.
That's the position veterinarians are going to be in, and I know that there may be a lot of disagreement in the industry right now where we're going, but in my opinion, very clear, if we're going to stay on these dairy farms, we have to use our problem-solving skills, but we have to use our teaching skills. And as our clients get more and more employees, I think our role as teachers is going to become bigger.